welcome to On the Record. Those of you who joined us last week were probably amazed, as I was, by some of the latest research in the field of UFOs. There is so much to talk about, however, we were unable to fit it all into one program, so my guest again this week is UFO researcher, former state Senate candidate, and award-winning pilot John Lear. Mr. Lear, nice to have you here again.
Always a pleasure to be here, George.
To begin with, we have this concept of the people from other planets as little green men. Are they green from what you know? Are they all the same, or we got different kinds of them?
George, there's at least 70 different species, and probably more. But yes, as odd as it sounds, there are little green men. That's not the ones we usually see, though. We see the little gray ones. They're about 4.5 feet tall. And we see the ones that are called the Nordics. They're about 7 feet tall, look like us, but they're invariably blonde hair and blue-eyed. They're one of the species that we have on ice. One of their crashes we recovered.
Obviously, with different species, they have different motives. I mean, are there good aliens and bad aliens?
Good
from what
aliens
you know?
and bad aliens, and all kinds of ways and reasons for interacting with us.
And what are some of the reasons? Why would they be here?
Genetic experiments, trying to. There's a misconception here. People think that our space brothers would bring us, good things and teach us how to get rid of all our diseases. And if you stop and think about it, that may not be the best thing, because if you had a society without any disease and everybody starts living 150 years, that creates a lot of problems. So they would not meddle in that way.
You believe, in part, that the movies E.T., Close Encounters of the Third Kind, were not entirely just the creative products of some Hollywood director, that maybe there's more to that. Why don't you explain?
They were carefully guided by representatives from MJ-12, who is this organization that is in charge of the cover-up, in order to get us ready for the release of the information that there are indeed aliens. And in both those movies, they used small little creatures and in order to get us ready for this release of information.
So to prepare us that the idea of benevolent aliens from outer space are going to help us out.
Unfortunately, they're not so benevolent. So they made probably one of the most disastrous mistakes when E.T. was put out. At that time was before we discovered what I call the double cross or the grand deception. And they were trying to get us used to the benevolent little creatures, but that isn't the case.
Why don't you take a couple of minutes? Now, you've done as much research on UFOs as just about anyone, I'd imagine, and if you haven't done it, you know people who have. Where did it all start, and how have we put this picture together of where they came from and why they're here?
Well, the whole thing started in July 2nd, 1947. That was the first crash.
First crash of an alien spaceship.
Of an alien spaceship. July 6th is when they recovered it and sent it to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. July 7th is when they held the press conference and told the people it was a weather balloon, which the press bought hook, line, and sinker. September of that year, President Truman established MJ-12, and the purpose of that was to study the saucers and cover up the existence of UFOs.
And you say we recovered alien bodies from that incident, right?
4 from that particular crash, yes.
And what'd they do with them?
They autopsied them. Dr. Detlef Bronk was the chief surgeon, so to speak. He was the one that named them EBEs. It stands for extraterrestrial biological entities. And we captured 3 live EBEs. They were numbered in their order of capture: EBE-1, EBE-2, and EBE-3.
Where did we capture? Where did this happen?
In different crashes. EBE-1 lived with an Air Force colonel between 1949 and 1952. The EBEs are kept in an electromagnetic facility called a YY-2. It was designed by a Dr. Eric Wang, who worked directly for Dr. Kissinger, who has been in this cover-up since the very beginning. The reason they had to create an electromagnetic facility is the fact that the EBEs are so advanced, they're at least 500 million years advanced from us, and probably more. They can move by thought.
Move by thought.
And they can also disappear. But they can't move by thought through electromagnetic facilities. So they built this facility. There was 2, one in Los Alamos and one either at Edwards or up at the test site.
At Groom Lake, Nevada.
At Groom Lake. Now there's still one EBE still living, EBE-3, and there is a videotape that eventually is going to be released to the public, and it's an interview with him. As hard as that may sound, as hard as that may be to believe, there is a videotape of an interview with EBE.
Okay, we're recording. State line of origin. Okay, yesterday you told us you traveled, and I quote, thousands of light years to get here. Yes. Tell us the truth, or the word, or never leave here. It is truth. I thought about from the future. To travel in time is to travel in space. Also special intelligence. So I take it aliens took over our future, right? No. So you're human. Okay, so you evolved from us. Yes. So what are you doing here now? Observing. Since our intelligence is destroyed. How? Okay, so how about we concentrate on your time? Time meaning? Wait, so you know the meaning of life? What's the difference? So you know how the universe is created? Yes. So you think God? Okay, illuminate us. What happens when we die? Okay, so let me get this straight. There's no death, and we all experience each other's lives, right? Yes. Okay, so how was the universe created, and why is it so perfectly made for us? Moving on. Okay, so why do we destroy ourselves with nuclear war? Can you be more specific, please? Okay, one last thing. What about morality? What are you basing your morality on? I see. Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Wilder.
Are you scared of me? Because you should be. Then how do you know English? Answer me. If you don't answer, I'll administer another round of scopomy until your system collapses. Do you understand? Now, how do you speak English? Language is essential to understanding your species. So you just picked up English, just like that? Because you're so smart, right? Right. So, you said you know the origin of the universe, but you did not provide an explanation. So I ask you again, how was the universe created? Answer the question. Really? But you can't create something out of nothing. So there it is. Only a creator can make something from nothing. Wait, you just contradicted yourself. So? Since nothing cannot exist, what is left is existence. Existence is infinite. There is no end, no beginning, and therefore no end. But you said there is an origin to the universe. Yes. There it is. I caught you in a lie. This universe is not existence. It is an infinitely small part of existence. Right, so now you're talking nonsense. Again, how was the universe created so miraculously? This universe is a spontaneous event. Inevitable within the eternity of existence. Every event can, will, and always end. Including this universe. There are an infinite number of universes. Virtually all carry a number so-called life. This universe is, by chance, stable. And has the occasional capacity to harbor some kind of life. So life just happened, right? In this universe, yes. Life, this world, is an inevitable consequence of this universe's physical properties. So are you telling me we're just random? Yes. This universe is indifferent to so-called life. How so? Life on this and every world can be destroyed at any time by multitude of random events. Such as? 1, 2, 3, supernova. Solar flare. Asteroid impact. So the universe doesn't care if we live or die? Correct. I don't believe that for a second. We're more than just random. As I said, you are not capable of accepting the truths of existence. So, if we're just random, then there's no meaning to the universe. That is correct. If there's no meaning in the universe, then what's the point of living? There is meaning. You just contradicted yourself again. No, you can't live a full life. You can't live a life at all. Do you think that meaning is somehow made up? Your species alters meaning. It operates under the false belief nuclear war's end. It is not my place to change history. Run. Now.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay, so, now, when does the nuclear war start?
Okay.
By whom? Really?
Boss.
How?
Interesting.
So does he do like that? Oh, well, great. So just tell me his name and we'll go. Of course.
All right, so just tell me what he does.
So,
Then blow up.
only a million lives. Okay, so how do we stop this?
Okay.
So, if we stop this lunatic from blowing us up, we'll be fine, right? Wait, but you just said that if we stop him, we won't be destroyed. And what would...
How much time does it have?
He's very weak, sir.
How much time?
10 minutes, maybe.
Good. Another shot.
Sir, it might kill him.
Now.
Yes, sir.
Where were we?
He warned of another threat, sir.
We'll get to that. Speaking of time, do you know what this is? It's a first edition self-winding mechanism, perpetual rotor. One of the most intricate and exquisite creations of man. Something so complex needs a creator, wouldn't you say? Now, explain to me how another complex mechanism, me, can exist without a creator. Explain!
Let's go.
Again! creator? Because you exist. If you did not, you would not. Well, that's not exactly an answer. Almost all universes are chaos. This universe, by chance, is stable. Yeah, you mentioned that. Most planets in this universe can harbor so-called life, but cannot. Wait. So there's more planets like ours? Trillions. Huh. Okay, so if other planets don't have life, why, miraculously, does ours? Not miraculous. Statistical. Likelihood. Explain. There are trillions of instances where so-called life could have emerged on this planet, but did not. Was that before or after God created Earth and sky? Just go on. Then, a chance molecular combination subdivided before it died. It left an inexact copy. This was the beginning of what eventually became so-called life on this planet. So that's it. What made this molecular combination so special? Two features. Duplication and mutation. Really? Weak mutations died. The strong mutations lived, thrived, thus strengthening the bias to propagate. You don't say. All for color. The microbes that increased in complexity flourished. Huh. You are a descendant of God's chance molecular combination. If that event did not happen, so-called life would not have emerged. Simple.
Sir, he doesn't have much time.
All right, okay, finally, tell me, what is this other threat? Artificial super intelligence. Say what now?
Sir, I think he said artificial super intelligence.
I know what it said. Now shut up. So what the hell does that mean? Artificial intelligence. That is superior to human intelligence. Well, that's impossible. Inevitable.
Think about it, sir. I mean, the most computer we're testing can do math.
Shut up!
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this artificial superintelligence, is it a computer? I swear, if you say I don't have the capacity to comprehend one more time, I'll drill a 9mm through that mutant skull of yours. Again, is it a computer? Nonsense. And you're saying they're as smart as people? No. Hey, you just said... Are smarter. Many orders of magnitude. Therefore, hey, wake up. Wake up. Okay, so I'll play along. How is this superintelligence a threat? It will end your species as an almost ended. Why? How? Two ways. In parallel. Nostradamus, what's the first way? second way? Replace what? Reality. Okay, with what?
Substitute reality for infinite pleasure.
And that's a bad thing. Okay, so? Okay, extinction, really? Okay, how? Alright, so, let's just wrap the show. Let's see, last question. Can we stop this superintelligence? How? Again, how? Okay. That's it. Fine. I assume you need to put you on one this way. Alright. Time to meet God. Hey, you
Shots fired.